apparently it got out that we went into business for ourselves since he was leaving and they couldn't punish him. I was in theory the one that had to be punished. So that was the beginning of the end for that really great run I had.
Speaking of old NXT people, Jon Moxley, former WWE champion Jon Moxley, is now AEW champion for the third time. Jon Moxley. AEW has a lot of stock in Jon Moxley by making him champ these many times and having him at the helm for so long in AEW's career. What was it like working with Ambrose when he was in WWE?
I'm glad you asked too, because this kind of ties into the Alexa Bliss story and then where we go, and then the real derailing of my fun time party boy living on the good train, making my dream come true. Moxley Ambrose is awesome. I know him from FCW. I knew him from the Indies. We're those kind of dudes that we're cool. We're friends. We're casual friends. You know, maybe a check-in every 8 to 12 months, but at the same time, we're not talking all the time. We did have a really weird and unique chemistry. I remember one time in FCW, we had a 6-minute match, just him and I, and we're towards like the 4-minute, 5-minute, we're going home, and it was probably one of these crazy tests. They're like, you guys have 10 minutes. And like, we're like, what? So we're at the finish of the match. We get 10 minutes added, and we just rocked, like freestyle, calling it out there. That's probably some of the most fun I've had ever in a ring, because we're just we don't know what's happening, but it's all solid and it's good. He goes on to superstardom. I go down my own variety of superstardom. Come back. He's pumped to work with me. I'm pumped to work with him. At the same time, this is when he asked for his release. And it was public. And, you know, all right, so I'm coming in. Maybe he puts me over. He's on the way out. That makes sense. Get a new guy over. But we're working the program together. We're doing house show matches. And he just told the company to F off. And the fans love him. 8 years he's on top there. He's a body of respect, like body of work. Everyone loves him, whether he's a heel or a face. But we're working these matches. I'm the quote good guy. He's the quote bad guy. They're booing me out of the building. They're cheering for him because they love him. And it's cool. Like in my perfect world, I'm like, this is exactly what I want. I kind of want that Cena reception anyways, where I'm supposed to be cheered, but I'm booed, because I think that's my wheelhouse as far as where I can take this. But 3 nights of that go on. We're in this last night for the live event. We're in there working. And we just go, you want to switch it up in the match? I'm like, yeah, let's switch it up. And then, I heel out. Now I'm working like a heel. And now he's working like a babyface. And we kind of change it on the fly. And then again, here we are, 10 minutes, just rocking and rolling, having fun the way this shit should be. Bam, 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 bam. Finish the match, come to the back. It's like, nobody cares. Cool. We get to TV the next day, and this would be the week after the Alexa Bliss segment. I'm back in the ring with him, and then he's over me. Apparently, it got out that we went into business for ourselves since he was leaving and they couldn't punish him. I was, in theory, the one that had to be punished. So that was the beginning of the end for that really great run I had. Wow. In hindsight, I didn't know that until John told that story on Jericho's podcast too. Like, I had an idea, but I didn't know the clarifications, nor do I want to be the guy that comes here and makes excuses and passes the blame. Like, I have a lot of blame to accept, and I take that. And like, we had the excuse speech on Vince Russo's show where he fired me up about excuses. Vince Lombardi, let's go.
Vince, your take on Ambrose right now?
Yeah, bro, they were so God. I remember because it was early on with like with Pyro and Ballyhoo when I first started. So it's like 8 years back or whatever it is. Bro, they was so he was like this. Bro, they've had so many people that have been this close to being huge. This close. He was right there. His hard work was overshadowing everybody. They were trying to really push Rollins, and Moxley was still show. He was right there.
They dropped the ball with the Foley thing because they did the whole Foley thing,
and that,
bro, gas mask on him.
Yeah.
That creative killed him, bro. Listen, I remember vividly the gas mask, bro. Remember when we set up the booby trap for Rollins? He opened up the case and he got slimed like Nick. I was watching those things and I'm like, bro, they're freaking killing him, man.
Yeah.
That gas mask, and you stink and you smell. Oh my God, bro. That's how you kill a talent, man.
Does Vince is gonna rise off of that stuff?
Yes.
He doesn't really care about the talent. He just gets
that.
The only one. He's writing for an audience of one, and that audience sucks.
Wow.
And like a guy like Ambrose, Moxley is such a dynamic, unique human being and personality that if he was allowed to treat anything he was doing with a semblance of like real heart and passion that he has so much of till it got pulled away from him, just like what Vince said, he would have been, he was right there. But instead, bullshit, Keystone Cop, dog shit, sorry, you seen horse shit, dog shit, humor. That's not funny. It's not funny, man.
Not funny, man.